what the secret of life is?
No, what?
This. One thing. Just one thing.
That's great, but what's the one thing?
That's what you gotta figure out.
Welcome everyone, this is John Shealy, and this is from the movie City Slickers, starring Jack Palance and Billy Crystal. In that movie, Billy Crystal wanted to know what was that one thing to achieve happiness. Now, I don't necessarily know that answer, but I do know one thing about trading. There is one thing that matters for you to achieve your best performance. One question: is a change of price a correction or a change of trend? Let me show you the difference. Let's take a look at a price series here. We've got basically a rally here. Then we see a little dip in prices, but the prices have set new highs and moving up again. And here we're taking a look at prices declining again, and we're moving up a little higher. Now, normally what we're looking at is what? A bull market. And we see that these little dips that occur are generally known as corrections within the bullish trend. So let's take a look at this price action, and prices begin to decline. Now, is it a correction or a change of trend? That's the one thing that you need to know. Because if it's a correction, just like it was before, then what do you want to do with prices move down a little bit? You want to buy it. You want to buy corrections, because if the bullish trend is going to resume, it's going to recently move to new highs. So in other words, the one thing in regard to your trading performance is to answer that one question. Is this reversal a correction or a change of trend? Why? Because if prices begin to decline and then they continue and then they continue, we don't have a correction. We have what? A change of trend. So we're not looking to buy the dip. We're actually watching the price action for a new short. Not just closing out open positions here. We're actually looking at a new trade on the short side. So that's the difference. That's the one thing in your performance. When you watch prices have a reversal, that's the one question. Is that a correction or is it a change of trend? This is a swing trade. If we think these are corrections, we're looking to buy after a certain decline. Here's a buy into a swing trade in which we're going to then take profits as prices move higher and higher in a bull trend. So we're looking at buying corrections. Let's take an example of a crude oil chart, and we've had a bearish trend previously, and you can see that we begin to rally from these lows. And what's happening is we're actually moving from a bearish trend to a bullish trend. We've actually had a change of trend. And now, when we have this change of trend, the possibility of buying these dips to have a nice swing trade. We wait until we believe that the correction is over, looking for a new buy, and basically take profits as the bull market continues. And you can see in this particular case, we've had a nice couple of swing trades. But we see some pretty large corrections during March. Well, is that a change of trend or is it a larger correction? That is exactly what we do in our course. We let everyone understand exactly how to recognize a true change of trend versus either small corrections or large corrections. So that we actually, if we recognize that this was just nothing but a larger correction, we're looking for a trade from the long side, actually making some nice profits. Let's take a look at an example of a bearish trend. Now I'm showing an example of crude oil again, but this time we're looking later in the year, and we've actually moved from a bull trend to bear trend. And that these rallies that you see are nothing but corrections in a bearish trend. So how do you make profits? You wait for there's a correction, start to move back in the direction of the trend, and we're taking what? A new short trade. And we're basically selling, taking profits as prices move, and then getting ready to do it again. Here we're taking a look at here, a nice swing trade here, a nice swing trade here, and actually a great swing trade here. How did we recognize that this was not a change of trend, but nothing but a correction of which we can make some profits? That's what we do. Now we're taking a look at Apple on a weekly chart. We see this rally from the lows, but what's happened? A new bull trend. We've turned into a change of trend from the lows. And once we know that, we'll watch the price action reversal from the highs and see whether or not this is a correction in the bull market. And once we know that it is just that, it is nothing but a correction, we can begin to buy and we make money because of the analysis. Now let's take a look at the stock BP. Again, we've had a reversal, but it wasn't just a correction anymore, it was a change of trend. And we've seen that actually during the month of June. But there were rallies, but they were what? Corrections, corrections, correction. We were able to follow the trend in this long bearish trend, even though we saw several days of which there were fairly large corrections from the lows. That one thing, is this a correction or a change of trend, kept you in the direction of the longer term trend. So just remember that one thing, that you're going to make money in regards to stocks, commodities, and forex currencies. That one thing. Is there a reversal, a change of trend, or a correction? If you're able to answer that question with great accuracy, then you're going to make money in trading. This is John Shealy.
This one thing. Just one thing.
That's great, but what's the one thing?
That's what you gotta figure out.